Hi everyone, and welcome to Tuesday Tips with Kimberbell at 2. I'm Lauri, and today we're going to talk a lot about what we've got in a vault. So in our vault we've got these embroidery by number designs. I want you to give me a thumbs up if you've ever done paper piecing, with quilting and stuff. And I want you to give me a heart if you've ever made any of the embroidery by number from Kimberbell. I'd like to see how many out there have already done this, and plus we're going to share some ideas that you could make if you already have them. If you haven't, you've got to go check out the vault. Now we do have a couple of extra projects in here, designs if you will. So this little cute tea towel says squeeze the day, and it goes along with this theme. I'm having a party right here. We are going to do a lemonade social. So the lemonade social, look, we can pull this from Citrus and Sunshine, and we've got Life is Sweet over here, and this is from our newest Red, White, and Bloom. And as you can see, look what a fun party this could be. Down here, I just wanted to show you, here's another idea. This is one, yes guys, it's a camper. Isn't that darling? So we've got this camper, and it's one of our embroidery by number. Now, you'll know you can see different sizes here. So I just wanted to show you, here's 3 different sizes of the watermelon, but they actually come with 5 different sizes. There's a size bigger than this and another size bigger than this. So we've got lots of fun sizes you can make here. I love how you can be creative. If you can see, they're different colors, but they're all the same watermelon. There's flags. So you got to go check out our vault. Now the way you get to the vault is you'll want to go to kimberbell.com, to our website, and you'll look under product, and under product you'll see vault, and under the vault that's where you can find these projects. And guess what, they're downloadable. Like, you can just download them. You don't have to wait in the mail to get them. So these are some of our vintage projects, if you will, that we've done before, but what a fun way to revive it. Make it new, be creative. I just love being creative. I have seen where somebody's taken the camper and they made several camper blocks and tree blocks, and then they put it together like they're going on a big camp out, and they put it into a quilt that they put in their camper. I love these ideas. All right, so today we're going to give you some tips on how you would do the embroidery by number. Some people find it a little bit confusing at first, but if you actually trust, this is the thing I always say, trust those instructions. If you just follow the instructions step by step, you've got it. So I'm going to show you kind of what the instructions are step by step, but I want to show you a couple of tools that I think are absolutely necessary. First of all, the Kimberbell Cutaway Stabilizer is the best. That works the best for these types of projects. I love it because it doesn't rip out on you. It's easy to, let me show you. You're going to be pulling this in the hoop and out of the hoop. In the machine, out of the machine. You're going to keep moving that hoop in and out of the machine. And this stabilizer stays really, really nice and taut. It doesn't start sagging. You're going to be trimming a few things. And so that's why I highly recommend our medium cutaway Kimberbell stabilizer for that. All right, and I'm going to show you, I did use some leather. And you're probably wondering, can we use leather? Can we use different types of mediums? Absolutely. But I wouldn't highly recommend using leather for piece after piece after piece after piece, because you're going to start folding a lot of layers of leather, and that's going to get a little bit thick and bulky. So as you can see on my camper right here, that blue stripe is this blue leather. It's the same thing. And I love the retro colors, so this is great. All right, the next couple tools I wanted to share with you or show you is I cannot make this without my Kimberbell duckbill scissors. So this is the Kimberbell tool set. I love the duckbills for this particular type of project. So if you have them, great, grab them. If not, you guys are going to want a set of this. This is my favorite set of tools that I have in my embroidery room. And I really, truly love these. All right, the last thing is, and this is called a folding pin. You'll see it's kind of magic to me, because inside this you can actually put a little bit of starch in the bottom, then you simply add water to the top, And then when you take the lid off, you just give it a little squeeze, you have some starchy water that comes out. This makes it super easy to press this because I don't know how many of you have an iron that will fit in this small of a hoop. So if your iron's not fitting in your hoop, this is a great alternative, and you can press and keep these seams beautiful because that's key to making your project look really good. All right, so to start with, I've already done the first stitch out. It kind of makes a map of what you're going to be doing. Now, the most tricky part about this, and I've already got my fabrics cut, I just have them pre-cut. That's easier for me that way. So I'm going to make the watermelon. That's what I've got right here. And we're going to get to a close-up camera here so you guys can see this a little bit better. All right, so what we're going to do is this is your hoop, okay? So I'm going to pick one of my fabrics. Now, only the very first fabric is face up. All the rest of the fabrics are face down. And if you'll look in your instructions, there's a guide and it'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, and it numbers them. You're going to go in that order. It makes it very simple. So number 1, if you look in your instructions, is the very middle. So I'm going to cover number 1 face up. Now you may think, why such a large piece of fabric? Well, what we did is we cut the largest piece that we needed to cover that space, and because it's a variety of colors, like you can see I have a variety of 4 different colors because that's what they tell you to cut, right, is 4 different colors. This way you can pick and choose, maybe I don't like that one there, maybe I want a different one. So you get to take the choices, I guess. You get to have the choice, and you get to make this look however you want. So I kind of like that kind of look. I like the variegated a little bit. So I'm going to start with my first piece face up. Okay, that's why those pieces are a little bit larger. They're all the same size. So you can choose where you want to put it. Now I'm going to put it in my machine, and I'm going to show you when I put it in the machine the first time it tacks it down. Okay, so we're going to do this, and it's going to kind of be a repetitive one again and again. We're going to place, tack down, trim, then we're going to place a second one, and it's going to stitch it in place, and we're going to flip. Okay, so those are the steps, and they're going to be the same again and again and again for every single one of your steps, okay? So we've got this one right here, and as you can see, I'm using black thread on purpose. Normally you could just use white, but I used black because I wanted you to see it's going to stitch. Now it's okay that I purposely didn't place this exactly because I wanted you to see it's okay. There's a little bit of leeway around every single one of these, okay? So the first thing I do is I trim the outside, not where the number 1 is, but on the outside part. And this is where I love these scissors, okay? Now you can make a straight imaginary line cutting down. You don't have to come in and cut and go out. You can just kind of make an imaginary line and cut it straight down, okay? Now the next thing we do is you're going to place. Now the next fabric, if you can see, this is the right side, that's the wrong side. You place them like that with the wrong side up so the right sides are together. Now I just barely covered the line that I just stitched, so I know it's going to catch, all right? Then we put it back in the machine, and we do the next step. And I love this because you can just keep going and just be so creative with all your colors. And this gives you perfect, precise lines. Have you ever tried sewing corners together when you're quilting and you're frustrated because you can't line those exactly up? No problems here, you guys. You've got to see this. You've got to try this. So I'm going to show you again here. This is now stitched, and now we flip. And you can see it had a 1/4 inch seam. So you're going to place, stitch, trim, place, stitch, flip. So that's going to be your routine. Now here's the cool thing. You can see this is kind of rounded. I don't know if you can see that as easily on there, but this is kind of rounded. It's not a nice flat seam, okay? So the way we make it flat, you can take it to your sewing machine, but I would not recommend doing that. Instead, I have this pin, and all I do is I just, like I'm painting it with a little bit of water, okay? You just paint it. And you see, I wanted you to be able to see that I made that a little bit darker. Can you see that right there? That's all you do. Lay it on a flat surface and you press it, and holy cow, you would be shocked how flat that is laying now. Then you're ready for your next stitch. So then we start all over. We would do stitch, trim, which we can do here. We would do stitch, trim, okay? Then we do place your next piece, right side down, stitch, flip. And you just continue through that again and again and again until you've got, and pretty soon you have made your entire watermelon. This is just really, I think it's really kind of fun because it's in, out, in, out. You're not waiting for a long period of time, and you're able to make your embroidery by number. So hopefully that helps. Gives you a few tips on how you would do this. Now please tune in to our Kimberbell.com and go look at the vault, or under product, then go to vault, and maybe we can add a link for you to this episode, to that.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
I'll put it in the comments.
Awesome. Okay, Maddie's going to put that in the comments for us so that's easy for you to get to, because we want you to be able to see these products and you're going to love them. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm wondering, does anybody have any questions?
No questions, just lots of our friends here saying hi.
Oh, hi! Yay! Thank you so much for joining us today. Tell me where some of them are from, Maddie. Are we from?
We're from everywhere. We're from
everywhere. Great.
Idaho, Pennsylvania, Iowa.
Oh, wow.
Everywhere today.
Texas, Florida. I'm
All
sure there's a
over.
few. All right.
Carolina, yep. Georgia.
Sweet.
Super fun.
Well, great. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.